Beastfire1 here. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I played this game once before and I thought, hey, I need to do all the...
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
You shut up. Anyways, if you want to watch the first episode where I do the first ending, you can click the eye somewhere up there. But we're going to do the other ending, alright, Mr. Narrator? Good, fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Shoot.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So Stanley Parable is a very interesting game. If you have not seen it, then it's basically like Stanley goes through his life following this narrator.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
And throughout the game, you have chances to deter from his narration. So we're gonna go through it the first time.
Either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase.
Oh, I didn't even let him finish.
Upstairs to his boss's office.
Do I now? Is that what I'm doing? Is that what I'm doing? You don't know me. You can't control me. I mean, I'm controlling Stanley right now, but you know, you can't control me.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets,
Oh.
the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kel Surprise.
Kel Surprise. I've not seen that before. I went through the game one more time just so I could get the proper ending because it's a new computer and I haven't played this game yet on this computer. But surprised that it did that for me. Okay, and he was supposed to say something on the way down here though, but
Stanley
I heard
walked
that.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, so this is the path to the regular ending, but we're gonna do something a bit mischievous at the end of it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't think so. No, it's not possible. I'm a very weak man. I have glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my bones.
The monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Oh, who's fired up there?
More the number of
85,
an employee
was
in
it?
the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Entertainment on a visual TV screen. It's like what you're watching right now, potentially.
This
if anybody watches these
mind-control
things.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
No.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I don't want it
Was
to
this
be
the reason
true.
He was happy with his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No, I'm not gonna stand for it.
He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh no. You're asking all the questions for me, man.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright guys, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Oh, oops.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
I applaud
But
you
need to
effort. You
understand,
effort.
There's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
I mean, sure, that would
If
be
you
fun.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Why do you need my DNA?
The entire complex.
What kind of DNA do you need?
How long until detonation then? say, 2 minutes. Ah,
Oh.
this is making things a little
Oh,
more
there's a
fun,
countdown
isn't it,
over there.
Stanley?
Okay.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the
Press
bomb
the green.
goes off.
Hold on.
But what precious moments
Yellow.
each one of them is.
Green.
More time
Green.
to talk about you, about
Oh,
me,
that's why I pressed. Okay.
where we're
Blue.
going, what all
Yellow.
this means. I barely
Yellow.
know where to start.
Blue.
What's that?
Uh.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah. Yes.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
They died?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly.
What am I supposed to
and then
do?
dying alone.
What am I supposed to do? How do I stop this
Other
thing?
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
This.
Burned to a crisp.
Failsafe disabled.
I have to say this though.
Green,
this
yellow,
version of events has been
blue,
rather
red.
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control resting
Big red
away
button.
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Where's that button? I saw it before.
Only
Here.
34 seconds left. But I'm
Oh,
enjoying
incorrect.
it so much.
Re-enter
You know
passcode.
what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Oh,
not?
very generous of you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
There's another big red button.
What's the matter, Stanley?
Oh, whoa.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing?
No.
right now?
You don't know me.
Did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to
Two?
button, screen to screen,
One,
clicking on
two.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or
Yes.
this door.
Control,
Everything, anything,
voltage control.
Something here will save
Oh, okay. Okay.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
Yeesh.
That this video game can be beaten?
Maybe.
Won, solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Goodbye, 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you
Oh.
have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling
Okay.
desperately to your frail life? Or will
Friggin'
you
guy on the
let
phone
it
was
go
talking too much.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the
Okay, 10
same.
seconds. 10 seconds.
All
I have no
part
idea.
of
It says
you.
goodbye,
And
427.
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until
Goodbye,
the moment
Stanley.
I say happily ever up.
Happily ever after. I'm taking you with me. You're coming down with me. The end is never the end is never the end. All right, that's ending 2. Okay. So I do have a list of endings I have down over here. It's not like spoilery or anything. It just tells me like what to do. So it's not really this was the hallway. What? The hallway is shorter this time. The way short. Like there's a whole section gone. What?
When Stanley came to a set of
All
two
right.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, left it is. Okay, wee woo. All right, let's just go over to the
Yet
ending.
there was not a single person
once again.
here.
Oh,
Here's the door. Just go.
It's open already. Just I know you have a YouTube channel around. Just go already.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I want to, but this escape sign is like meticulously crafted. Look at that handwriting, just the blank space below it is open for interpretation. I think this convinces me more. This convinces me more. Bye.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Yeah.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Look at these lights are very
The
comforting.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. No. This way is for sure, my dude. You trust me on this. Trust me.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
How do you know that? What do you know about me, eh? What is this? It's certainly not my death, is it? Whee! Oh, loading. Where are we going? I don't freaking know. I'm not gonna die. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, good golly gosh. Hi.
As the
Where?
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer
Oh,
to his demise,
okay.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his
I am
narrow
gonna die, aren't I?
vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he
Ooh.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent
I mean,
end
it can't be
with
that bad,
more
right?
than shallow life.
Ugh. Ooh, that is a flattened pancake. Okay. Okay. What happened?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Who are
led
you?
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
Oh.
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah, of course. Oh, boxes? What's this? The Stanley
And yet it
Parable.
would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
You just wanted the feeling of
When
killing a
every
man.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless,
this?
making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I guess so. What is this? Huh. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first path of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development through the core layout remains, although almost identical to the first iteration. Oh, I see. Oh, whoa. It's like a museum of some kind. The corridor, filing cabinets, all these different like assets, office computers. Oh, I could play solitaire. I could turn them all off. Employee database. Don't want to see that. This is so cool though. It's like a little like behind the scenes thing. Like they placed all the assets in one giant museum, which is pretty cool. My computer. Yay! I press buttons all the time. There are credits. There's buttons. Holy crap! There's a lot of stuff. Whoa. I mean, this is what it takes, man. I believe this used to be a mod of Half-Life 2, and it eventually became a full-fledged Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. That would have been freaking sick, man. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. The point of it is to lose. What could go wrong exactly? The lounge, the office, the cargo lift. This is so interesting, man. Holy crap. What's this? Ooh. From Dink Dunk. Are you gay? Narrator emails? Whoa, okay. That was one of the emails that they got. Oh man, that's crazy. It's insane. Employee 427. It's my office. Hey. Look at that. I feel like I'm just like at home. Whoa. Too bad I can't run in this, because that would have been sweet. What is this? Oh, the elevator. Monitor room elevator. Oh, okay. I could just walk through.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Free of what? Free of the shackles of society. Okay, I pressed off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I can't see them at all. I'm a blind man.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Okay.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking
Where's the
someone
escape
else's
key?
path. Stop now. The only true choice. Whatever you do,
Escape
choose
key.
it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Found it. Right. It's right here. Did I do it? Okay. Man, that was pretty cool, honestly. If you guys want to, if behind the scenes is your thing, then you could see how it changed from a mod to an actual game, which is really cool. And I'm glad this game took off the way it did. So let's do one more ending, I guess.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I don't know, man.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I mean, that looks great, but I want to go downstairs. They put stairs here for a reason. Is there something over here? No, anything? What's this? Is that a letter? Can't read that. Hold on. Hi. Oh, I can't freaking read that. It's too dark in here, man.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nah.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yeah.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like what?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What?
And for that matter,
Oh.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh,
Were they simply
Stanley.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
I'm going
He
crazy.
just
I'm
hadn't
insane.
Found the words
I'm
for
in an
it.
insane asylum.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Ooh.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Aw.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why are you here?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
Oh my gosh.
Who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd,
He
and
thought
wondered if
his
this
thoughts.
voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Good for him. He has a lot of caffeine
Now,
in his
hearing
system.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
This is very elaborate. This is a very elaborate scenario,
magical
honestly.
stars just a moment ago. How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket.
Okay, close your eyes, everyone.
The press of the mattress on his back.
Ooh.
The fresh air of a world outside this one.
Ooh. So nice.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Please.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yes, please.
Please. It's all I want.
Minimum wage pay.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
I have a wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's
always
been.
my life, please.
My life is normal. I am normal.
That's debatable.
Everything will be fine.
Debatable as well.
I am okay.
For now. Oh. And we're done. We're gone.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake up.
Please help me.
Office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be
Who am I?
And everything went black.
Oh. Okay. Everything went black, and I am officially
not. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
The Mariella parable?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Was I really dreaming?
She would soon turn to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Yeah, screaming dead on the floor.
She thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real.
Is she going like
and
this?
What isn't.
Or like, oh,
it was
freaking idiot.
to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Right.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
You didn't call the police or anything, an ambulance? You called them, right? Right? Am I gonna be okay? Stanley gonna be okay? Stanley, no! Oh, you're right here. All right, well, I'm gonna leave this episode of Stanley Parable here. This game is absolutely insane. It's crazy. It's very meta. It gets very meta at some points. I have a list of all the endings here. If you guys want me to do more of them, let me know in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share with a friend, consider subscribing, hit the bell down there, become a notifier. And until then, fight the beast, my friends. Stay awesome. Have a great day. See you all next time. Bye.